Good morning. My name is Alethea Simpson, and the speech I chose to focus on is I Have a Dream by Martin Luther King Jr. Martin Luther King Jr. gave this speech on August 28, 1963, for freedom, rights, and equality. I will be speaking about the context of the speech. I'll be speaking about how it impacted the audience then and how it is still impacting people of color today. I Have a Dream by American civil rights activist Martin Luther King Jr. was a speech given on August 28, 1963. The speech was given during the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom Rights throughout the state and America on a whole. In this speech, Mr. Martin Luther King Jr. called for civil and economic rights and an end to racism in the United States, as so much injustice and bias was being done to people of color at the time. The historical context. I Have a Dream situated the civil rights movement of the 1950s and 1960s within the context of America messed up history with race. It painted a realistic picture of the final and point of slow, and I mean really, really slow, like making a glacier look speedy, historical process. The reaction of the speech. At the time, King Dream speech would play an important role in helping pass the 1964 Civil Rights Act for the passing age, cater that year of the Vote Right Act. People accepted and appreciated a leader who would be verbally assertive in a time where the black minority was being mistreated. The impact the speech has on us today, equality to America and to civil rights to all people regardless of race. This speech lays heavily on my mind, especially since the George Floyd and Breonna Taylor situation and the rioting that occurred as a result of the killings. Notably, Mr. King Jr. Publicity to avoid to major civil rights activity, emphasizing the importance of nonviolent protests. In conclusion, Martin Luther King Jr. teaches African Americans to unite and protest peacefully to get their message across. He aided in the process of equality to work, dine, and even commute on public transportation. He teaches everyone is important and serves a significant purpose regardless of our complexion, race, gender, and financial status. We should view everyone as our equal and be exemplary to future generations. He emphasizes unity is strength and that without a dream, we are not going anywhere. Thank you for listening.